Hi, how's everyone? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. We're doing the Moon in Leo tonight. This is for any Leo placements. This is not just for Leo prominence, right? Not just Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whatever. This is for any placements, okay? Sun, rising, north node, stellium, or whatever house your Leo falls in, that area of life may be of concern with the moon in it right now. So, this is for the collective, for everyone and their Leo placements, okay? Let's look quickly at the astrology. We've got some good placements, we've got some tough placements. You know, Leo, we've got the moon at 20 degrees, and it's sextile to Lilith in Libra at 19 degrees. That's good. That's kind of getting in touch with the inner feminine, putting a little more softness into how you deal with yourself. There's a little bit of uh, well, actually, she's actually in a very empowering energy also. And with Moon and Leo, we already are feeling ourselves. So we may be feeling ourselves a little bit extra tonight. It's also sextile to Jupiter. Well, it's kind of out of sextile. But Jupiter's a pretty big energy, so I'll take it. It's at 14 degrees Gemini. Usually um I don't do aspects outside of 5 degrees, but with Jupiter being such a big energy, I'll give it an extra 1 degree. You've got Moon at 20 degrees Leo, sextile to Jupiter in Gemini, so we're feeling ourselves and we're ready to talk about it. So we're going to be expressing ourselves a little bit better at these times. We've got a trine to Chiron in Aries. Now that's a good one because Chiron, this is all in fire too, all except Libra. Um, in Aries, Chiron in Aries is a deficiency in our self esteem, self worth, our self promotion, our vitality, things like that. But with the moon in Leo trying to it, I think it gives a little bit of energy boost to it. It's like I might be tired, I might be, I might be feeling down on myself, but we still have that little bit of inner ego. Okay. Now, I know that it's funny because I actually have these two placements in my chart. I have uh, Chiron in Aries and Leo Moon. They're not trine, but it's funny because there are moments where I'm like, I am a big nobody. And then there are moments where it's like, I am everything. I am the shit. I am this. I deserve this. Everyone should listen to me. It's really funny dichotomy. But then we've got it in a harsh opposition to Venus in Aquarius at 20 degrees. It's hard for me to see. I think it's 20 degrees. So I feel like this is more attention to ourselves and our own ego and less to what other people are thinking. Because Venus in Aquarius is a very bringing balance and fairness and harmony to people in large groups. But with Moon and Leo, it's like, no, 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 no. This is all about me. This is all about me, and it's going to stay about me. And I'm not, yes, I am taking into consideration the others, but I have to put me at the forefront. And that's very important with Chiron and Aries. So I do like Leo Moon energy. You feel yourself a little bit, even though it may come across. It like I said, it's weird. It's a weird energy because when I have Chiron and Aries, and there's a real battle between thinking that you're not good enough, but yet feeling that you are good enough. Thinking and feeling, you know what I mean? So let's get into the tarot for this. Moon in Leo energy. This may or may not play out. Please remember that not all messages will resonate for every person, so leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in your timelines. I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage if you're a observer or if you are involved. I can only read the energy. So from the First Light Tarot, we dropped the Star card. Overall, this reading looks like there was disappointment and there was hard choices to make, and there may have been a blockage here in some movement in the emotions, but I get that there is a lot of surrounding positivity um, as we're going through this heartbreak. So we've got the Star card first, and that's potential. Aquarius energy, we got Libra there. Um, it brings kind of like a balancing between large groups of people, but it's also harmonizing our this says dormant opportunities and wishes now possible. It's success, happy endings, and promising beginnings. So for me, the Star card is what direction we set our course. Okay, ancient navigators always set their course. Well, not set it, but you orientate yourself in your world. Well, they did according to the North Star, right? So depending on what direction the star was, you knew where you were and you knew where you were going. So to me, the Star card represents where we're hitching our direction to. So this is wonderful energy. There's new potential here, okay? And I like this because the next card you dropped from the Rider-Waite was the Lovers in Reverse. So there was some disharmony, disillusionment with a connection. This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. We are in connections with all different kinds of people and situations. But this is the Lovers Reversed, and this is something that was a choice at one time, but it turned sour. Underneath that, you got the Two of Swords, which is feeling into mentally between a rock and a hard place, literally. The Two of Swords is somebody who is very stagnant and at like kind of frozen in place trying to make a decision. The key with this card is that either one of these choices could be the truth. It depends on which one you pick. So right now, um, good right now there it always says to me there's no good options right now. So you're kind of just in this, like, you're not taking any more input on this. That's what it always says to me. There's a blindfold on and she's got the swords crossed in front of her, meaning I'm not hearing anymore. I'm not looking for any more information. This decision has to only come from me. And right now, this decision, the choices I have put me between a rock and a hard place. So there's no real good way to point yourself yet. But with the star here, I think you're going to figure it out. The next card you got was the Page of Pentacles. This always says to me, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. So with this Lovers in Reverse, something was disillusioned. There was disharmony here. The shine fell off of it. So you're like, well, then I'm going to take my one pentacle and I'm going to go try to find happiness somewhere else. I do like the Page of Pentacles energy because it's brand new. It's like setting out on something new. It's hope and setting goals. It's a fresh start with um, positive attitude, and I like that. It's like even though this this heartbreak was really hard to get through, I don't have the Three of Swords here. I don't have the Four of Swords here. We've got the Two of Swords, but that's more like now what am I going to do? right? That's what that feels like. It's like, this relationship or connection just kind of went topsy-turvy, and you're like, well, now what am I going to do? This is also facing fears and making hard choices. But the two swords that she's holding is wisdom and virtue. So you're going to actually use things that you've learned along the way in order to make this good decision. But it might take a while because you have a lot to weigh. It's just another meaning of that card is there's a lot to weigh when you're considering this next step. Then you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, which means that there's not really anything new that you're going towards. These are sour feelings. It could be a creative block or just feeling kind of alone. But it's like that's part of the choice that you made. It's like I'm going out on my own about this, you know? Because that connection didn't work. So now you're going to be by yourself for a while. But it's not going to be long. I mean, anchoring this whole thing is the sun. This is Leo's card. Your energy is here. So I feel like whatever this is going to be, sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to pick new music. Whatever you're going towards, whatever you're going to, this situation turns into, you've got the sun here and the star. And I feel like it's all going to turn out all right. You're going to make the hard decision, but it's ultimately going to be the right one. Either one is going to be good. That's what I feel like. Because you've got the Page of Pentacles there. And it's going to be slow because the Pentacles are always slow. But it's quite promising. You're very enthusiastic about it. There's real hope here and positivity. I like that. And then the card you got for the Tarot of the Divine is the King of Coins. So whatever you're going through, it's going to take you from page energy to king energy. This is why you can't make this decision, because this Ace of Cups reversed. This also can mean blocked creativity. And yeah, there's sour feelings here, so that might be playing into, how you're looking at your options. I'm not too worried though, because like I said, you've got this wonderful energy of revitalizing, I don't know how to say that. It's like you came out of it as the Page, and the Page is young, vital energy. That's Aries energy. Now I know we've got Chiron there right now. But Page of Pentacles, oh, that's the Pentacles, sorry. A Page of Pentacles is Taurus energy. So you're taking stock of what you've got, you're keeping it safe, you're making it nice, and you're taking it with you. And you're embarking out on your own. And then after that, like I said, you've got the Two Swords, you've got the Ace of Cups reversed, but then you got the Sun. So it's like you're going to walk away from this relationship or situation that went sour, and but I feel like you're walking away confidently. Okay, that's the thing about this Page of Pentacles. He gives me the same feeling almost as the Page of Wands, or the Page of Wands is just dumb optimistic about things. He is just all about, I got this, right? He has the power in his own mind. And Page of Pentacles kind of has the same feeling, but it's a little more grounded. It's not like it's so egotistical like the Page of Wands would be. It's more grounded and more logical about things. It's a little more rational. It's a little safer. He makes safer decisions. He makes more grounded decisions. Because he's just got that one pentacle and he's going to do right with it, But it's not going to be before you have these blocked energies here. You're blocked about this Two of Swords. There's information here that you need to decide on, that you feel like none of it's good. And because of that, you're feeling a little blocked in your creativity. There's sour feelings about what you had to go through, what you had to leave behind. You're feeling a little bit unloved for the Ace of Cups reversed. But you've got the Sun here and then the King of Coins. And the King of Coins is stability and support. He's steady, he's hardworking, and he's dependable. That's Capricorn energy. So Leo, for the moon in Leo cycle right now in the next 2 days, there has been something that is the shine fell off, and now you're having to think about where you're going to go from here. There's not very many good options, and you're feeling a little blocked, but you are going forth with some level of enthusiasm. You got the Sun, which is lucky. It's success and joy and vitality, which is wonderful. So I think after a little bit of a rest, after a little bit of considering things, how they're going to go for you, where you fit now, what are your goals now? I think that's one of the main things here. Because there's a lot of goal-oriented energy here with the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Sun and the Star. There's a lot of goal orientation here. So I feel like once this relationship is shook loose, or once you loosen yourself from it, there's a recalibrating of the goals. That's another thing I always hear with the Star about recalibration, because to navigate, like think of your GPS, recalculating route. That's what I feel like is happening here. But it's not going to come easy because there's some blocked information, and it's not really, you're not really feeling, your emotions aren't really feeling, quote unquote, I'm not feeling it. That's what I keep hearing. I'm not feeling it. So I heard I got to get my money right because this drained you. With that Ace of Cups in reverse, there wasn't just emotional draining. There was some financial draining because you're coming out of it as a page. But we got the Sun here, which is luck and blessing, success. The Sun rules Leo. That's where the moon is. And then you come back into it as the King of Coins. And there's going to be some hard options, decisions, choices, and money. But you're going to come through it because you're going to, excuse me, you're going to make the right choices because you don't have a lot right now. So that's basically what I'm getting for this moon cycle. You see the potential in something else. Because you drop the Star card first, which is potential. Dormant opportunity and wishes are now possible. So even though this Lover's reverse is here, it's like, I mean, you're sad. We've got the Ace of Cups in reverse and you've got the Two of Swords, but I mean, after this time frame of considering the, where you've been and where you're going, I feel like that also has to do with the Two of Swords because it's very one or the other. Where you've been and where you're going, what you had and what you want and what you need, what you were given, what you desire, what you can do, what you can't do, all those different kinds of, one or the other kind of decision making. Because whatever this was totally drained you. But I feel like as soon as you redirect yourself with this, the Star and the Sun, this is wonderful. So I actually like how this looks for the Leo placements with the moon here. Now remember, the moon pulls out the illusion that the Sun hides. We've got the Sun here, so that's the ego. That's your card. But with the moon in your sign also, look, we've got the King of Pentacles here, but the moon is in the background. I don't know if you can see that. Okay? What the moon does is it pulls out the illusion that the sun hides. The sun is the ego. So when the ego is too bright, it hides the needs and desires and feelings and emotions underneath. That's moon energy. So when the moon is in play, she's drawing that out of the shadows and asking you to deal with it. It's like, look at me, she's saying. Look at underneath the ego. Look at underneath the daytime needs. Look underneath what you are showing on the outside, because what's under it's the hard candy shell over the soft creamy middle. Okay, and the soft creamy middle is the moon energy. And the hard candy shell is the ego, the sun energy. So it's asking you to, now that you've dissolved the hard candy shell, you got to deal with the soft creamy middle. What do you want? What does your heart want? It's like you're free now to decide that for yourself. Whereas when you were in the lovers reversed here, it was either being decided for or that part of you was being neglected. So now that you've taken your ball and gotten the fuck out of Dodge, you're on a new path. You're very optimistic about it. Yeah, there's heartbreak here, but you were all of that emotion was drained from you out of in this relationship. So now all you can do is start over. And it's fortunate here because with the sun here at the base, wherever you're going to start over, where how do you want me to say that? I heard just the fact that you're finally beginning to start over is blessed. I heard just the fact that you're choosing you is blessed. And then that King of Pentacles, I love that. That's Capricorn energy. It's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I give it to the older sign. Slow, 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 slow. The reason the Pentacles are the slowest element in the tarot is because they involve actual manifesting into the 3D, actually making it from scratch, from 5D, from thought to feeling to passion to creating it. The Pentacles is the last energy because it takes the longest to come to fruition. But those wishes, that's now possible. I feel like there's going to be some moment where you feel like it isn't possible because this Ace of Cups is in reverse. But it was giving the energy earlier of the cup being poured back into you. It's in reverse because that emotional fulfillment is coming back to you. From your, like, you're giving it back to yourself, because upright the aces are always something from the divine, but with this one in reverse it feels like all that water is being spilled out. But the way it looks is that it's coming out of the cup and going upwards towards this Page of Pentacles. So even though you're not getting any emotional fulfillment from that relationship anymore, which I'm not sure you were getting any while you were in it anyways, now that you're out of it, you're putting a little bit of that back into yourself. We actually see that in the astrology. We have a North Node, South Node dynamic between Libra and Aries, where South Node is in Libra, which is where we're coming from, and North Node is in Aries, which is what we're supposed to be moving towards. Now, with the North Node in Aries, it's saying pull some of that energy that we were putting into relationships, which is in Libra, and pull it back into the self, which is Aries. And I feel like that's what you're going to be doing in this time frame. Okay. And yes, do that, because I think with going within and considering more for yourself, you're going to be able to recalibrate more towards your goals. And that's where you're going to find a very blessed track, okay? They're also telling me that once you decide and you go on that path towards your goals, do not be deviated, because that path and the goals themselves are blessed with the sun card here. It's, you got the go ahead, you got the green light to go forth and do this for yourself, okay? So we're going to go to the Ancestor Oracle messages and see if we can pull a card for this reading. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I'm open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries, and for any small donation, I'd love to do a 3-card spread for you as a thank you. Email, Venmo, and Cash App in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Can we give one card from the oracles for Moon in Leo energy, please? Thank you. She-wolf. Ah, I love it. Unleash the wolf within. This is re-empowerment, and I feel like that has a lot to do with the reading. It's like while you were in that relationship, you weren't quite independent. I feel like your needs were put aside. That's why the shine fell off of this. So now you've got she-wolf energy. Oh yeah. It says unleash the wild within. Now you get to go on your own road, that Page of Pentacles and the Sun, and work towards your own goals, the Star card and the King of Coins. Okay, we've got She-Wolf. It says let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. What did I say? You're being rewilded. That's really interesting. Rewilded. I've heard that before. Guided to reconnect with your rebellious side, your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in life. Come on, my cards don't fucking lie. I love this part of the reading when we get to the ancestor message because it really does tie everything together. Choose a direction. Star card, Page of Pentacles. So let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in your way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. What did I say? Dormant opportunities and wishes are now possible. The life you want is here. You just have to clear out the residue from this Lovers reversed. Okay, the Lovers is always a choice. So beyond the idea of it being a relationship gone sour, this is a choice that fell through, right? The shine fell off of that choice. It's something that you chose to enter into with pure intent at the moment. You had good intentions for this. I don't know if it's a job or a friendship. It's some kind of situation that you decided, because that's the choice, to connect to. And now it's in reverse. It's like I'm done with that, right? The shine fell off of it. There's nothing else in there for me. It started becoming toxic. and you're walking away. Now you get to choose your own direction. Whereas before, when you were in this situation, the direction was kind of being forced on you. Okay? So, she wolf, you're being rewilded. It's like the chains are coming off. That's interesting because the lovers is the lovers is entering into something when it's still pure, but by the time the lovers get to the devil card, life has completely ruined that relationship, right? And at the devil card, now it's the lovers in chains. Now they are bound to this decision. But here we have it in reverse. You're no longer bound to that situation anymore. And then you got the she wolf saying, now you can be wild again. You know, don't, I'm not saying go whoring, okay? I'm not saying go spreading it thin. We do have the sun in Sagittarius right now, which is very let me at 'em kind of energy. But this is more like exploration for yourself, re exploring yourself, your interests, your goals, you know, what you wanted to do with yourself before you got into this relationship situation. Okay. We're gonna go to the theme deck and get some last minute little pieces of advice or messages for the Moon in Leo collective. Aha, free yourself. Look at that. Take back your life. Ooh, ooh, it's freedom time. Pay attention to the red flags. That came out in the last reading. Um, Pay attention to the red flags that are you. I keep hearing. There might be red flags in you. Okay? Be honest with yourself. Okay. That's what they're saying. Be honest with yourself. If you're being a jackass, own up to it and change. Pick a different route. Broom, that's been coming out lately too. You might want to clean your environment up a little bit, especially after whatever this relationship was that's being left behind. Got Pluto energy. Where's Pluto right now? Pluto just went into Aquarius. And Caterpillar. I like that. Let's take those. So we got Broom. Clean your environment and you get a new attitude. Now that's not just your physical environment. That could be your emotional environment too. Take stock in some old beliefs, things that you think you're bound to. I have to do it this way. I have to do it because of this person. I have to do it because this is counting on me. Clean all that out. You're on a new path. Page of Pentacles. So you don't want to take any of that old shit with you. Caterpillar. Metamorphosis is imminent. Make it weird. See, this is talking about inner creativity. Now that you're being given an opportunity to remake yourself, make it creative. Go back to what the divine wanted you to express in the first place. Okay? You've got Eight of Wands energy here, messages and communication. This is a letter, information. Oh, this is good because you're in the Two of Swords right now. A letter, information, news, open correspondence, and conversation. So there is some information coming towards you that's going to help you get out of this Two of Swords energy. Don't be so closed off that when it comes, you're not receptive to it. Pluto energy is in Aquarius. This is the underworld and creative destruction. Okay, this is purging, evolution, death, rebirth. It is the wrecking ball. So this is like allowing you to remake something that once was dead. And they're telling me that it's whatever it was that you wanted before you entered into that lover's reverse partnership. There's something there there's something there. They're saying there's something there. How do you want me to say that? There's something there that you were meant to be that was put aside when it came. So now that it's done, go back and remake it. I hope that makes sense for someone. You've also got drink more water, bitch. I think that's for me because I just got a headache and I think I'm a little dehydrated. So remember to drink water. And this says it is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness, that is life. It's one of my favorite quotes from Star Trek. Captain Picard said it. Think about what that means. You can sit there in that Two of Swords energy, Libra, Gemini energy, considering everything, not moving on a decision, totally dragging your feet because nothing seems like the right choice. But you can sit there and take all that information into consideration to make the best choice you can, and you can still, it still might not work out, and that has nothing to do with you. The example I often give is that, especially with Libra energy, because we spend so freaking long in the consideration phase. It could be weeks, months, years, decades. We will sit there considering every little minutia of data and detail, because we know that once we make a decision, there's going to be a lot of people affected by it, a lot of circumstance affected by whatever we decide. So we want to make sure that it is the best decision we can make. The bad part of that is that if you take so long to make that decision, then all the things that you're trying to consider are now different. Okay? You take so long, the energy changes. The energy changes and shifts minute to minute, day by day. So the longer you take to make this decision, to contemplate all of the inner workings and everything, by the time you're ready to make the decision, all those things have changed now. And now you're like, now you make the decision and it ends up not working out anyways. That is not weakness. That is just the turning of the wheel. That is just life. So don't hold yourself so don't be so hard on yourself. If once you make this choice, or any choice, once you make a choice, it's either going to work out or it isn't. But once you do make that choice, the energy's out of your hands now. So if it does come around that something doesn't work out, that is not weakness. You're, like the card said, it is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. And maybe that's for someone to hear about that relationship. Maybe you did everything that you could to make it good, make it right, make it work, make it last, and you still lost. It's in Lover's Reverse. It still went sour. That is not weakness on you. That is not anything you may have done. I don't get anything here that, except maybe the red flag card, that says that, anybody here was an asshole or anything, or toxic, you know. So release yourself from that because you can't take that with you. Okay? So that's what I have for everyone. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm going to come back tomorrow for the Gemini Death Splits the Difference reading. So let's go. I want to, first of all, just here, free yourself, okay? That's what you got to do. And I heard not just from the relationship, but from the binds that you put on yourself about how you were supposed to conduct yourself in that relationship. I don't know why they wanted me to say it that way, but I hope that resonates for someone. So that's what I have for Moon and Leo for today. I'll be back in the next couple days. The moon is going to go into Virgo soon, and tomorrow I'm putting up the Death Splits the Difference for Gemini. So thanks for sticking with me, everyone, until I see you again in the next couple days. Okay, thanks, bye.